What does your silence mean to a toxic person? Do you know what your silence does to a toxic person's psyche? Imagine suddenly stopping the applause in a one person theater. The stage goes quiet, the curtain falls, and the main actor, the toxic person, is left alone in front of an empty audience. Your silence is their worst nightmare. Why? Because toxic people feed on your reactions, your anger, your tears, even your hatred. Silence is like cutting off their oxygen. Here's what goes on in their mind when you stop playing the game. Phase 1. Shock. Why aren't they reacting? This can't be happening. A toxic person has a mental power algorithm. They provoke, you explode, and they feel in control. Your silence breaks that cycle. It's like hitting a wall. Their favorite tools, gaslighting, provocations, silent treatment, mocking jokes, suddenly lose power. They begin to doubt their own omnipotence. For the first time, they feel, yes, fear. Did I lose control? Does she not need me anymore? You don't even flinch. They feel invisible, like a child throwing a stone into water, but no ripple appears. Phase 2. Escalation. I'll make you react at any cost. When silence drags on, the toxic person moves to their last resort. This is when they reveal their true face. Love bombing. Suddenly, sweet texts, flowers, promises of change. I miss our talks so much. Then, anger masked as panic. You're so cold. Everyone was right. You're crazy. Triangulation on steroids. They start publicly talking about your supposed toxicity. They involve friends, family, even exes. The goal? Get any reaction. Even your scream tells them, I still have power over you. Phase 3. Collapse. If she doesn't need me, who am I? Toxic people can't handle silence because they don't exist without a reflection. Your silence takes away something vital, validation that they exist. They go into narcissistic withdrawal. Without your emotional energy to feed their ego, they start to fade. They don't reflect on your pain, though. They wonder, will others stop reacting to me too? Am I boring? For them, that's a deadly threat because a toxic person has no true self. Their identity is made of the reactions they extract from others. So, why is silence so effective? 1. It cuts off their supply. The narcissistic ego needs drama, like fire needs oxygen. Silence kills the flame. 2. It activates your power. Silence isn't passivity, it's a choice. And every choice they don't control shatters their illusion of omnipotence. 3. It flips the power dynamic. Suddenly, they're the one chasing. Why won't you respond? That question reveals their desperation. How do you maintain silence that breaks their game? The gray rock method. Imagine you are a stone. Their words, even sweet ones, are like raindrops. They slide off without leaving a trace. Don't justify yourself, not even in your own head. When the urge to respond hits, remind yourself, my silence is my voice. Create a manipulation log. Write down every provocation. When you doubt yourself, read it. It's proof that silence is your only way out. What if they don't seem bothered? That's a myth. Even if they act indifferent, finally peace, inside they're boiling. Why? Because their new victim will never give them the same high as fighting with you. You were their drug. Your silence is a mirror reflecting their emptiness, and they hate their own reflection. When you stop reacting, something magical happens. You reclaim your narrative. They no longer write your story. Their voice in your head quiets without new triggers. Old wounds begin to heal. You become invisible to their game. And what does a narcissist do with what they can't control? They pretend it doesn't exist. Remember, silence isn't punishment. It's an act of self-love. When you stop playing their theater, you open the door to a place where only your breath is heard.